Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana. There is a viral video that is currently making rounds online. Yes. It's a video about Kericho Senator Cheryuot, Nandi Senator Cheragei, and Oscar Sudi. So I want you to have a look at this short clip of these three leaders as they speak. After which, as usual in this YouTube channel, we are going to dissect their speeches and see exactly what they mean politically. Yes, what they mean politically. Have a look at this short clip.
Sisi sio wale ambao wanarushanga mawe na kungojea tear gas. You know us very well that tukianza tutasimamisha nchi. So tafadhali waacheni mchezo wenu.
Lakini mjue we are marking you and we are profiling you. Ikifika wakati tutawashughulikia.
Ukiona kwa runinga ya Kenya wanasema ati ule anaitwa sijui Tarus alikuwa mjumbe. So unashindwa akili kidogo na alisoma na alikuwa mjumbe. Anaongea matope. Hapana. Hiyo ukumbavu mtawacha bwana. Hapana hiyo hapana. Mtawacha hiyo. Hiyo hapana.
Yes. Those are very, very close William Ruto allies. People who hope and expect to get power next year. So the big question is, assuming William Ruto becomes the president next year, with such kind of foot soldiers around him, what will William Ruto be able to do? Yes. What will he be able to do? Yes. Nonetheless, there are some 5 things that comes out very, very clearly from those speeches. 5 things. The first thing that comes out clearly is that William Ruto has brainwashed some of these leaders supporting him or following him into believing or thinking that he's already at State House, or that nothing will stop him from ascending to the presidency. That one comes out very, very clearly. Because for leaders to come out that boldly and bravely to warn others, it simply means they already know that nothing will stop them from acquiring that power. Yes. Something like that. Cheragei and Kericho Senator, they spoke some times back when the relationship between the president and William Ruto was starting to get bad. But Oscar Sudi spoke some days ago when Raila was endorsed by some leaders from Rift Valley. And you can see Oscar Sudi speaking with a lot of bitterness. A lot of bitterness. That just exposes and shows that they have been brainwashed into thinking that William Ruto is already at State House, or that nothing will stop William Ruto from occupying State House. Secondly, I think from those clips, because those are very close William Ruto allies, I think Tanga Brigade are selling fear to Kenyans. It's either their way or no way at all. Either you follow them or you perish. That's what I think these people are trying to tell Kenyans. And this selling of fear seems to be the Tanga mode of campaigns. If they go everywhere, it's fear they are selling. Look at them online, the way they speak. It's fear they are selling. They are even warning some cabinet ministers that they only have some few days to serve in government. Imagine, these are people who expect to be voted into power. And even before they get that power, absolutely, they are already threatening others. Oscar Sudi, in this case, comes out as somebody who is just selling fear to Kenyans. So that out of that fear, Kenyans can remain silent or can decide to support their quest, or rather to support them. Thirdly, listening to those three leaders speaking, I tend to believe that that's largely the feeling in Tanga. A good portion or a majority of Tanga leaders, they always speak with a lot of anger. Listen to Bahati, Member of Parliament, Kimani Ngunjiri. He always talks with a lot of pain and anger. A lot of pain and anger. Listen to this man, Sankok, Ole Sankok. If you listen to him speaking, he's more of a hate monger, hate speech. So I strongly believe, ladies and gentlemen, that these people are that bitter because they are seeing State House eluding them in broad daylight. Before the handshake, William Ruto felt that he was already the president. Ruto felt that nothing was going to stand on his way of acquiring presidency. But when handshake came, I think things started falling off. The center could not hold any longer. So William Ruto has just taught his foot soldiers to be angry, because William Ruto himself is an angry man. So his foot soldiers are just trying to copy what William Ruto is doing. They are seeing State House eluding them in broad daylight. That also comes out very, very clearly, and you will largely agree with me on that. And then another thing that comes out clearly, Oscar Sudi sometimes, when Ruto was blocked from traveling to Uganda, Oscar Sudi was on record stating clearly that as UDA, Tanga, they admire NRM political ideologies and the brand of politics NRM plays. In a nutshell, Oscar Sudi was confirming to Kenyans that they admire Yoweri Kaguta Museveni's dictatorship in Uganda. So assuming they acquire power, the same ideals Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is employing on the people of Uganda, that's most likely what Ruto and his allies will do here in Kenya. Because listening to these people speak, and you know, assuming Ruto becomes the president, these are the people who will be calling the shots around him. These are his closest allies. So assuming he becomes the president, which kind of a nation or a country will we have, ladies and gentlemen, if these are the people surrounding your president? Yes. They are just dictators. In short, they're just dictators. Another thing that also comes out very, very clearly is that according to Tanga, the rule of law does not apply anywhere. The rule of law does not apply anywhere. Oscar Sudi is actually threatening Tarus. Tarus just aired, or rather voiced, his democratic right to support somebody he feels is the rightful person for the presidency. And some leaders also just echoed that. Oscar Sudi there, you've just listened to him, directly threatening those leaders. And then the same Oscar Sudi and Tanga are crying foul that the government is actually, the government has turned into a dictator. While they themselves, they are dictators in their own rights. They are blaming others for being dictators, but they themselves, they are exhibiting even worse tendency of dictatorship. And also on this thing of the rule of law, it was during Ruto's time, their first term, really not their first term, but before the handshake, we saw courts, the judiciary, stating clearly that Miguna had no problem and was to be released and ought to have been released. The same William Ruto and his brigade at that time, they maintained that Miguna had to be deported. Because the mere fact that the government deported Miguna, it likely means William Ruto and that government of his at that time, they were all in agreement that Miguna had to be deported. So it just shows that assuming now this team gets that power they are so much desperate for, assuming they get that power, I'm fully convinced beyond any reasonable doubt that they will put aside the rule of the law. They will put it aside. And then now they will rule according to their own imagination. That also comes out very, very clearly. Because if leaders close to Ruto can say that in broad daylight, yet they have not even gotten that power, it just shows clearly that these people, if they get that power, then what they will do with that power will be a story just for another day. Yes. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did indicate when we were starting, if you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very, very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Those who are watching us outside Kenya for the very, very first time, if you are watching us for the very first time outside Kenya, drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. Drop a comment, please. Drop a comment. And to our continued fans and subscribers in this YouTube channel, you can see we have hit the 13,000 subscribers mark. That's a very, very big improvement. And that's largely because of the support you are giving me in this YouTube channel. By constantly giving our videos likes and also by constantly dropping your comments. I'm very, very much humbled and very, very much grateful. And if you are also a fan of us here and you've not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana.